Find the heart of
What's up, friends? It's your boy GP, and I forgot to turn down the music. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's your boy GP with DeOrganized Media, bringing you another awesome episode of DeOrganized Nightly, where we get your favorite Giga Brain Astronaut Scholars into the same room, have a dope, high-frequency conversation about Bitcoin news, world news, you name it. We've even got the alpha fresh and hot off the presses. Let's go. I hope that your week has been awesome. It is lovely Friday, so let's have some fun. We're going to be heading into the Zest Discord after the DeOrganized Nightly, to have a Zest game night and have some fun. And win some prizes and different NFTs from the Stacks blockchain. So join us, have some fun with a based activity schedule in the Zest Discord. We got some base Chads in the house tonight. I think Tenderly's in here tonight, and myself. So let's take a look at the news. Bitcoin is coming in around, right now it is at 115,000. Is that 800? No, 542. Just kind of chopping sideways for the last, since July, really. It's just up and down in this region, chopping sideways. So we did get rate cuts. I think it was Wednesday, a 25 BPS rate cut. And, it was a very volatile day for Bitcoin, and we're still just chopping and going sideways for just about everything, including alts. Let me bring up my news. We'll talk about what's going on in the ecosystem. Let's go. All right, bringing up the bookmarks, and it's not on my bookmarks. And no, I'm not trying to make a post. Damn, dude, I'm fat fingering it on a Friday immediately off the back. Let's see here. I can go into the bookmarks and blow this up just a little bit. Okay, so from GPSC, which is my main account, GPSC_STX, tomorrow at 3 p.m. ET, we will be hosting the monthly Stacking DAO Poker Tournament in the Discord. Registration for guest opens up at 12 p.m. ET tomorrow. Chads that are active in the Discord regularly will have priority and will be receiving invites. So they have priority. If you're a Stacking DAO Chad and you're showing up daily to the Discord, you get a private invite. So I'll be sending those out in a little bit. And be sure, if you are a guest and you want to play poker tomorrow for prizes in STSDX, be there around 12 p.m. ET. Registration goes fast, and we only have 150 seats, so join in. I made this cool little video. We could check out this video real quick. I want to make me small. Let me make me small real quick. Okay, there we go. So here we go. Let's check this out. Oh, duh, I got it muted. A jazzy little tune, man. I put that together. I impressed myself. The AI tooling for content creation just continues to get better and better. You can go to Google AI Studio and play around with different iterations. I use GIMP to do some storyboarding, right? Like get the main image and then just run it through a couple different iterations and then string them together with Clipchamp in it, and it works really good. Coming from the main Stacks handle here, Stacks Decentralized Grants, cohort number 3. So that is Stacks D Grants. Get your builder efforts or app launches funded by a 100K decentralized grants program on Stacks, made possible by the incredible Stacks community. Not a builder? Help share the word. Check out the contributor contest and prizes below. Wow. Okay, let me push this back to the top of my timeline. You guys can go check it out at GPSC_STX. Let's go. Again, from the Stacks handle here, Stacks, the leading Bitcoin layer by developer activity, is currently consistently staying at a phenomenal high of monthly developer commits. Bitcoin builders on Stacks shipping features. App season. Let's go. Bitcoin app season on the way. Lots of developers are, coming to the Stacks blockchain to build and innovate and be trailblazers for Bitcoin DeFi. Very, very fantastic stuff. Again, from the Stacks handle here, a milestone for the Stacks ecosystem, the SBTC cap has been removed. This cements SBTC's role as the leading Bitcoin asset on a fully expressive Bitcoin layer, with transactions as secure as Bitcoins. Check the replies to see what's next for Stacks and how to get SBTC. All right, let's read into it. With SBTC, you can earn yield on Bitcoin or earn Bitcoin yield through the SBTC incentive program. Then stack your yield by deploying SBTC in Bitcoin finance apps such as Zest Protocol, Granite, or Bitflow_finance. Get SBTC at app.stacks.co. Find out what's happening or find out about Stacks' next upgrade below. Let's read about it. These are the Satoshi upgrades, and they're very based. Let's see about it. So Stacks Satoshi upgrades unlock a holy grail for the Bitcoin liquidity in our economy. Self-custodial BTC on a fully expressive Bitcoin layer, secured by 100% of Bitcoin's security budget. Join the STX ecosystem and become part of creating the rails for BTC in the global economy. Lots of good information here. I'll push this to the top of my timeline as well. Pause it, read it for yourself. I read this out on Monday's show as well. So really, really big monumental moment for our ecosystem. SBTC no longer capped. And I think the minimum requirement to bridge over also got reduced. So really, really cool stuff. Love to see Bitcoin flowing in the Stacks ecosystem. Talking about dog rising violently in price action and trading volume. This exclusive chart is from Bitflow Finance. Advanced view for dog. Check this out. So, dog getting a pump, doing its thing-a-lang, and very, very cool stuff. Bitflow is based. They're doing so much base stuff. Love Bitflow. Love the guys from Bitflow as well. Definitely give Bitflow_finance a follow. We are building the liquidity engine for all Bitcoin capital markets. I do not doubt that one bit. Those guys are based, very, very, very based developers in our ecosystem. Dylan and Diego, they are good actors and building some really, really cool innovative stuff with the HODL MM. Concentrated liquidity where you need it the most. It'll concentrate the liquidity. So go check out the HODL MM. It is they mention it in their pinned post here. It is their pinned post right here, the HODL MM. So go read about it and find out a little bit about it. Coming from Ileana, and give her a follow there. Meet the stewards of Stacks D Grants Cohort 3. Join us on tomorrow's Spaces, and this was on the 9th, so this was 10 days ago. But just wanted to talk about the stewards for D Grants. So we've got Hattie, Mel, Benanya, Benaya. Golly, I always butcher Ben's name. Sorry, Ben. Steven Perino, that's our beloved piece of music, and the Big Mac. So we talked to Benaya and the Big Mac today, and the Spaces, the DeFi track. So they're taking over the DeFi track and handling the business whenever it comes to that, and whatever projects, make a proposal in that track. So very cool. Big shout out to the D Grant stewards. We love you guys. Coming from the Stacks Foundation handle, and that is at Stacks.org. The ecosystem is pushing for even closer alignment with Bitcoin. SBTC cap removal goes live tomorrow, letting anybody freely deposit BTC. SIP proposal to bring Bitcoin addresses to Stacks for a Bitcoin-like UX. Dual stacking to allow earning yield by stacking BTC. So you can earn BTC on BTC yield, or you'll be able to amplify your gains by buying some stacks and then, running it up. Getting some multipliers on your yield. Love it. Coming from the BoostX handle, and that is BoostX_app. New promo site, that is boostx.cc. You can go check out what's going on. I'll push this back to the top of my timeline. Again, that's GPSC_STX. And you can go check out this new website, and maybe we'll pull it up in a little bit to kind of showcase what Crypto Dude and Crypto Smith have been working on. It'll show you every single space drop, every single boost that is in existence. If you don't know what BoostX is, come out from underneath that rock that you've been living under, just skip it across the pond. It is based out here, I'm telling you. You can interact with the Stacks blockchain directly from X or Discord, and a lot more functionality on the way. So go check out BoostX. There's a lot of cool stuff coming. Coming from the Zest Protocol handle, and that is at Zest Protocol. Zest Protocol co-founder Tycho will be at KB Official. That's Korean Blockchain Week in Seoul from September 22 to the 28th. Perfect opportunity to connect and discuss about Bitcoin lending, borrowing, and much more. So I love that. He's going to be out there in Korea repping Zest and getting it done. Big shout out to Tycho. Tycho's the man. Again, from the Zest Protocol handle here, you can follow that at Zest Protocol. There is 2 ways that you can stack sats: buy BTC and earn yield on it. Start with one and come to the safest place to earn on BTC for 2, and that's on Zest. So go check it out, guys. Borrowing lending is based on Bitcoin via Stacks. Over 2.5 million STX flowed into Zest in the past few days. STX borrowing APR is dropping with the new inflow, making it even more profitable to borrow STX and stake it to boost stacking yield. Look at that. Go borrow some stacks, stake it up, get some more yield on your stacks. Love it. Essentially turning your position into a leveraged play, because you are using your collateral, borrowing some stacks against it to then collect that APY. So very base strategies built on Zest. Coming from the Stacking DAO handle, and that's at Stacking DAO, closing in on the 5 million in total stacking rewards paid. Stacking DAO remains the easiest place to earn up to 10% yield with your STX. So you can remain liquid with Stacking DAO. They charge 0% fees. It is the equivalent to on ETH, Lido DAO. If you're familiar with Lido, this is the equivalent on Bitcoin. Do not sleep on Stacking DAO. They have a couple different liquid staking products like STSDX and STSDX BTC. STSDX is auto compounding yield in STX. And then we have STSDX BTC, which pays out SBTC daily. So you can go claim it about every 70 blocks in the Stacks blockchain. You can earn SBTC yield. So very based. Again, from the Stacking DAO handle, everyone can bring their BTC to Stacks, a major milestone that will fuel BTCFi and cement Stacks' role as the leading Bitcoin L2. Talking about the SBTC cap being lifted. Love it. Stacking DAO team is also going to be there for the Korean Blockchain Week. So go check that out. Very exciting. I want to see what comes out of it. This is one that you guys should follow. That is a Zero Auth DAO. This is a Zero Authority DAO here. Building on-chain reputation. You can go complete gigs and bounties for different SIP10 tokens. And build your reputation on chain. It's very, very cool. New Leo bounty, million Leo up for grabs, 10 winners. Definitely want to be following Leo Coin, STX, as well as Stacks and Zero Auth DAO to stay in the know. Leo, big shout out to Rubes. Leo Coin is one of the most based tokens in our ecosystem. They do a whole lot for the community. So based. Coming from the Hermetica camp here, and you can follow them at Hermetica-Fi. Devs cooked, average funding, and BTC perp yield charts are now served fresh in our dashboards. We may take a look at that. So they've got some new charts there, and I'll also push this to the top of my timeline so you guys can go check it. Based, very based. 7% APY this week. USDH is the only stablecoin where stable applies to yield too. So this is a yield-bearing stablecoin. If you do not know about USDH, it is a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin. Ditch your fiat-backed stables and get you some stables backed by Bitcoin. USDH is based. And getting into the main news here, got a couple guys in the house. I heard somebody beep in. I see that Ace is also in the back room as well. What's up, Ace? I'll have y'all on in just a minute. Getting into the main news, latest, FTX will start its third round of creditor distributions on September 30th, 2025. Payouts via BitGo, Kraken, or Payoneer expected within 1 to 3 business days. Who made this AI gen? It's got uncanny valleys vibes. SBF right there. Looking like some creditors will be able to get some funding back. Whale alert. An ETH whale went long with 21,966 ETH worth 99.5 million at 25x leverage. Past trades show 81% win rate. Wow. Okay, so this whale is flopping around in the ocean, making a splash with a long position on ETH. And they are also a very accurate trader. Bullish US Bitcoin ETFs pulled in 163 million net inflows on September 18th, while Ethereum ETFs led with 213 million. So ETH ETFs outpacing Bitcoin ETFs right now. People are crying for alt season across the timeline, waiting for alts to pump. Yeah, so ETH, people are buying a lot of ETH. Update, Hyperliquid posted 2.75 million in 24-hour revenue, second only to Tether and Circle, while surpassing Pump Fund at 1.83 million per DeFi Llama. Looking like Hyperliquid is doing some work there. They've got all sorts of new innovations. It's on Bitcoin. Pump Fund is considered the trenches, but I mean, it's just, you're going to leave in a hospital bed, I promise. You're going to experience a rug, I promise. So I don't go speculate over there. I have. There is some stuff over there that is interesting, like their creator program where people are spinning up tokens and then streaming and stuff like that. That's interesting, but there's just a lot of rugs. Latest, OpenAI will invest 100 billion in backup servers to support AI growth. Sam Altman there, standing in front of a pile of money, looking like they want to grow their AI. Cool. The U.S. Treasury launched an ANPRM, or an advance notice for product regulatory something. I forget what it stands for. Process for the Genius Act. Public feedback is open until October 20th. So giving us about a month worth of time there to give some feedback about the Genius Act and what people think. So go check it out. Alert, crypto market saw 111.9 million in liquidations in just 1 hour today. So it was pumping in the beginning of the day, and then it just, retraced and got all of its gain, gave all of the gains back. So pumped a little bit, got a lot of liquidations there. Latest, PayPal's Pi USD is now live on C. So that is SEI. New SEC Chair Paul Adkins says markets could or should decide how often companies report earnings. Okay, Paul Adkins. Wolfie will use all protocol-owned liquidity fees to buy back and burn Wolfie token, cutting supply and rewarding holders. That is Trump's token. World Liberty Finance, Wolfie. There you go. Bullish. Ray Dalio says gold and non-fiat currencies will strengthen as U.S. debt surges, per CNBC. Do you really understand Bitcoin Core versus NOTS debate? I do not. So I might go back and look at this video, and I'll also push this to my timeline if you guys are interested in learning about the Bitcoin Core versus NOTS debate. Yeah, crazy. But there's some information there. They're going to discuss that debate. Update: Bitcoin mining difficulty rose to 4.63% to 100, or rose by 4.63% to 142.34 trillion at block 915,264, a new all-time high, by the way. So it rose by 4.63% today. Boom, 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 hitting a new all-time high for mining difficulty. Solana founder Anatoly Yakovenko warns there's a 50-50 chance quantum computing could break Bitcoin cryptography by 2030. He's the founder of Solana, and he's talking about how Bitcoin can break. So, I wonder what would happen to Sol if Bitcoin could break. Latest: Coinbase reserves surge to 112 billion in BTC, ETH, and stablecoins, the highest in 4 years. Okay, so they see, just out of nowhere, boom, reserves back up. Okay. Solana's App and Glow upgrade aims to bring transaction finality down from 12.8 seconds to just 100 to 150 milliseconds, almost making blockchain feel as fast as Google search. That's pretty cool. Alert 6.5. Now pay attention to this, guys, because this happens every once in a while. We need to be doing regular security updates for ourselves and looking and seeing where we can improve our security. Check this out. So 6.5 million drained from an active DeFi wallet, a wallet with 4+ years of trading and staking on protocols like Lido and Aave, have been wiped out in a drainer attack. Losses exceed 6.5 million, including over 4 million in STETH per Web3 antivirus. This shows how even experienced DeFi users can fall victim without pre-signed protection. What's really cool about Stacks is that we have these post conditions that keep users safe right then and there before something you're about to sign, and it's about like assets that you did not define or look like you're about to transfer out of your wallet. It'll block the transaction. So we've got post conditions here that are keeping our devs and users safe. This is just unfortunate. I'm glad that we have those post conditions on Stacks. New Fundstrat's Tom Lee says Fed cut is beneficial for business confidence, housing, and non-cash assets, identifying winners as small cap financials, crypto, including BTC and ETH, and Mag7, among others. All right, and here we go. Bitcoin's volatility has declined to levels similar to gold and many stocks, becoming a more stable asset for investors, yet less than 1% of businesses have adopted it, per River. Wow. Oh yeah, and this here. So this is what panic sellers wear, right? Whoever made this, I thought this was a funny ass meme. This is a good one. This is what motherfuckers who panic sell wear. Look at this dude. He's in a onesie get out of here, big baby. Crazy. And then also saw this Bitcoin or gold Trump statue holding a Bitcoin on the timeline this week as well. That was interesting. That's actually a real statue. I don't know if it's real gold or not, but it's a real statue. I confirmed it. I looked it up. But yeah, I think that's the news for the day. I got a couple Chads in the house. We'll bring them on for a few minutes, and then we're gonna head over to the Zest Discord and start off game night and have some fun. So we have Tenderly in the house tonight, and we also have Ace. Ace is in the house. What's up, fellas? How are we doing today? Happy Friday.
What's up, Tenderly? AGP.
What's up, bud? How's your week been?
Wagwan,
Wagwan, Ace.
Yeah, doing well, man. Doing well. I was listening to the news and also happened across the article about the H-1B visas. Did you
Yep.
happen to hear about that? Did you
No,
already talk about that?
no, I didn't. We could talk about it now, though.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting in that the previous fee, the annual fee was $1,000 initial application fee, and it got raised to $100,000. And the cap for the fiscal year 2026 has been reached, and there isn't going to be any additional opportunities for people. Evidently, there was a second opportunity last year. So I don't know, like 100 times on the fee and less opportunity for more. That's I just thought that was really pretty interesting.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I guess I didn't see that part that there's going to be no more immigration for the rest of the year. Is that what I'm getting
That's
from that?
how, yeah, that's how I read it. Um, yeah.
That's crazy.
Um,
That's crazy. No more traveling. I don't know, man. It just feels like the world is preparing for something. Like something's. I can feel the tension. I can feel the tension. It just feels like there's no reason. Like, why would they just? That's effectively closing off the border, right?
Yeah, it looks like there's exemptions here. It says certain organizations, such as institutions of higher education and nonprofit research organizations, are exempt from the annual caps. The annual cap is 65,000 visas for um, standard people that have at least a bachelor's degree or equivalent in its field to the job. And masters, there's 20,000 visas for masters who hold at least a US master's degree or higher. So it looks like 85,000 depending on your eligibility.
Well, this might
So
have something to do with it too, Ace. So this has been going on. Breaking President Trump orders another elimination of narco terrorists. On my orders, the Secretary of War ordered a lethal kinetic strike on a vessel affiliated with a designated terrorist organization conducting narco trafficking in the U.S. Southcom area of responsibility. Intelligence confirmed the vessel was tracking illicit narcotics or trafficking illicit narcotics and transiting along a known narco trafficking passage en route to en route to poison Americans. So they blew up another drug smuggling boat. They've been doing that for the last few
oh
weeks.
wow.
So that I don't know, man. I feel like tensions are high, even though it's just like it feels real nonchalant, right? Like closing off the border, blowing up terrorists, right? Um, Crazy. It's a very high tension environment right now, dude.
No lie. No lie.
So it's crazy. Like, am I crazy to feel that tension? Like, am I the only one that feels that? Like, there's a
No,
lot
I'm
going
thinking,
on, dude. And Charlie Kirk was assassinated. So it's a lot.
yeah, it's like kind of like crickets, there's not a lot of people that are talking, it's like back, in the back during the election cycle and things were so high and nobody could talk about anything. And everything just went silent on a lot of the social medias, and, people are afraid to say anything. There's a
It's
little bit of
quiet.
that. And
Yeah,
yeah.
it's too quiet.
What do you get? What do you think, Tinderly?
I don't know if Tenderly is still awake or not.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, he's quiet. He's too quiet. Oh shit! I ain't gotta do my boy like that, man. Oh shit! He woke up. Did you fall asleep for a second there, bud?
We lost. Yeah.
We lost you. For a second. Oh,
No,
dude,
no,
I
bro,
dropped.
I didn't
No,
sleep,
you
bro.
were
I
just
didn't. I
thinking.
was just
You're just
thinking about
thinking. I know you
something.
were just thinking. Yeah, dude, I know it. I was gonna take you off the screen because and then you woke up at the last moment. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, it's like it feels like X just like played with their algorithm as well. So it changed a lot of the algorithm. Eventually, XAI is going to be taking over the algorithm, so to speak. I read that.
And you need to find more.
So engagement.
And you need to grind. You need
Yes.
to post more like this day.
Need to post more what?
If not, you're not gonna be getting the engagement you used to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Alan wants to make more monetization. So
yeah, there's a lot. A lot of the engagement went down a bunch in this last update. We were talking about the tensions in the U.S. and Trump just basically closing off the border, so to speak, in different language, right? He didn't just say, we have closed borders or something like that, but like no more immigration for the rest of 2025. I guess he's getting situated, whatever. But yeah, it feels like it's quiet. It feels like it's a slow time right now, and people are just sitting and observing. Feels like a lot of eyes are here, but there's not a lot of people chatting. So sketchy biz, kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, and want it to stop. Wanted to get better. I want us to all to get along, and don't condone violence and be nice to one of another. Like, we're all neighbors. We're all neighbors. Just treat each other like it.
Yeah, the violence thing. I kind of chuckle. I saw the Gary Gensler was on CNBC. I think that was today, if I'm not mistaken. Did you happen to see that?
Yeah, I saw a clip.
That was it was interesting that he stood in there and took it. Them questioning his the actions that he took, and him saying that he felt good about what they did, and it's like everything's being changed, and the world is speeding towards Bitcoin, and it's just crazy to hear. Props to him for actually agreeing to show up, but man, it's like that was nuts to see him out there.
Yeah, this is I don't know, man. Does Gary have a job right now? He's getting on CNBC and shit. Did they find something for him to do?
Well, he used to do. Was it MIT? And he used to teach about Bitcoin. I think it was, or at least blockchain. And that's I have not looked up what he's doing now, but the other thing that was interesting was Saylor talking about the credit markets that will back Bitcoin. Like, how much was it? Was it 2 trillion on top of or how many was it? 3 trillion he thought in credit would be built on top of Bitcoin. It was just really interesting what he was talking about, how it's going to replace how credit on Bitcoin will be so massive, and how the market is how Bitcoin's going to outperform the S&P forever. He said some pretty bold statements, and it's just it's like those all of that, and the price can't move.
No, dude, it just feels like something is like holding it. I was reading something on the timeline that it's like two massive whales that have accumulated giant positions in Bitcoin are the ones that are suppressing price action. I saw that on the timeline. The tinfoil hats come out whenever these are like catalyst level news events, and Bitcoin price goes sideways. Like, it just doesn't even do anything.
Did you see that I saw a chart last night. I think it must have been from yesterday, where it was talking about was it essentially like stale Bitcoin, So did I see that right? Where it was like 14 million? Did you see
14
that?
million. No, I didn't
That's what
see
I
that
thought I
chart.
read on the. I'll see if I can track that down again. But
Yeah.
that was an astonishing number that I didn't really believe when I saw it. Let me see if I can find that again.
Yeah, dude, 14 million. I want to know how Bitcoin gets to 14 million and what that looks like for the rest of the. I mean, that's tokenization of stocks directly on Bitcoin and all of that, right? Like being able to, like, that's yeah, that's a crazy number. It's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of the gold market cap too, right? Like,
Let me
how
see
do
if
we
I.
get what's the track? Yeah, like 14 what's the track to $14 million Bitcoin? Let me Google it too. Let me
Oh no,
see.
no, it was the amount of Bitcoin that's actually meaning like it was like inactive, like it was
Oh,
out of play, not the price. No, no, not the actual price.
got
It was
you.
the
Got
amount of Bitcoin that was inactive that wouldn't be active.
you. Is that
Like
supposed
it's
to be in Satoshi's wallet?
um let me see here if I can
Do
find that
you
again.
do you could you imagine if only a very 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 small fraction of Bitcoin were to leave Satoshi's wallet and what would happen because of that?
Yeah.
Freaking
Uh,
insane.
let's see if I can find it.
And then what's this? I heard about quantum computing being able to crack Bitcoin cryptography by 2030 by uh, so the Solana founder, right, talking about Bitcoin and saying that quantum computing is a huge risk. And
Isn't that the same thing that's been thrown out there, kind of like the opposite side of um, Bitcoin, being a pet rock or having no value. It just kind of seems like it's like another version of it, just being a doomsday scenario for it. Um,
yeah, very radical, like like just here you go guys, this is meant to scare you into selling your Bitcoin into Solana at the maybe a local top. I don't know.
there's been so much misinformation that's been out there that like the XRP numbers.
Yes, dude.
It
Yeah,
seems
so
like ten
how
thousand to like $15,000 a coin. It's like just
insane. And
really glorious pieces put together that just like
any of
you
my
know
friends, right? Like they're like, "Hey, I got some crypto." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. What do you got?" Every single one of them, it's XRP. What does that tell me? It's like they have good marketing somehow. I don't know how. Like, is Ellen DeGeneres and doing a Ashton Kutcher giveaway on Ellen DeGeneres that viral? I don't know. But
Well, I think it just for like in the few months because I heard my friends working for some XRP projects too as well. But I feel it's not really it's a hype tool for me, and it might die. That might But I think Elon, or I don't know whether it's Trump or Ellen that's actually backing XRP a bit. So
yeah, no, it's Brad Garlinghouse, and he and the Ripple own most of the XRP, and then end up selling into like they sell every month. Like it's crazy. And they have this whole thing like this conspiracy theory. This is what that the banking system, the Swift system, is going to be replaced by their ledger technology and stuff. It is what it is, man. Everybody's got their convictions and stuff, and betting on different people, to get things done. And I just believe in a more decentralized ethos to where the blockchain is the source of truth. So how I would like my portfolio to look is I'm holding my assets. Nobody else can dump on me, and evenly distributed power dynamic. To an extent, I could go vote on things that take place on the network if I wanted to. Um, Yeah, just weird stuff, man. Just feels like one of those turning points. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. You know, that's like scarred a bunch of people. Think about seeing that video and how open it was. You know, it was right on X, as well as the people that were there in Utah whenever it happened.
It was a very sudden that shocked everybody, man, even me. Because I literally used to watch his videos on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, he was Charlie Kirk was 31. He people like gravitated like a certain you know, yeah, people gravitated toward him. You know, he's like he'd be, you know, he had a good way of debating. It was interesting. It made things interesting. So, um,
But would this be like politically
yes,
involved? Cause, cause I feel it's not really the students and stuff. I feel the
no, it wasn't.
political stuff should be included in this.
It was definitely political. That's why they called it an assassination. So just crazy stuff this week. I'm glad that like we made it through. Um, I know there's a lot going on, guys. So um, keep your frequency high. Don't live in fear, right? Don't fear is fake emotions acting real. And then don't have a scarcity mindset, right? Uh, just go out there with abundance and high frequency and surround yourself with love. Um, the world needs it right now. So just try to,
That's a fact.
yeah, try to be as understanding as
You
you
need
can.
yourself.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for the compliment, Balu, on the shirt, dude. Got the cool shirt coming in from Balu.
But so my shirt is not good, bro.
No, your shirt's nice.
Can't you see some native vibes,
I
bro?
like your shirt. You look nice in your shirt, dude. Armand saying, "Let's go." I will be there live.
Yeah.
Bitcoin Nightly saying, "The Nightly rocks." Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Keep your frequency high and keep glowing through. And yeah, don't let the things that are happening in the world, you know, dictate how you feel. Continue to try to be the light in the dark. So, but yeah, so we're headed over to the Zest Discord now. We're gonna start up game night. It's 8 p.m. We're gonna play some games in the Discord and have some fun with the community. And you know, everybody is welcome to jump in there. Tomorrow we got the Stacking Dow poker tournament taking place. Registration pops up at 12 p.m. ET. Come play, come have some fun, guys.
What time's that happening?
So we play at 3 p.m. ET, but
Okay.
registration starts at 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. ET. So I'll send you over a personal invite. That way you could just, you know, get registered off bat. And I'm going to do that for all of the Stacking Dow chats. So, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
hit
send
up my son too. I think did he send you a friend request?
Yep.
Yeah, make sure you send him the invite too. He really
Wow.
enjoys it. He'd love to do that too.
Yeah, we'll have
Thank
some
you.
fun, man. But yeah,
Oh.
you guys, Tenderly, any last final thoughts, contributions, good energy for the ethos?
Just stay connected to Tenderly on X, the BTC,
Yep.
and also stay connected to the best media, DeOrganized. Stay tuned to get your V2 Giga Pepe, nice NFTs as well, and just stay connected to the community. That's all.
Let's go, Tenderly, and I appreciate that shout out for Giga Pepe V2. Go check it out on stacks.gamma.io. Ace, any final thoughts? Any final contributions? Energy to the ethos?
Yeah, I'd like to say congratulations to Stacks for lifting the cap. Super exciting, and looking for that. Looking for the moments that are coming. It's a lot of opportunity. I was saying earlier in the space how it feels like Stacks has kind of like we're kind of that beacon for a lot of people to get the right information to point them in the right direction in Bitcoin. And it feels like somewhat of a responsibility, and like the best chance people have to uh, uh, find decentralization, to find Bitcoin. And everybody in Stacks, there's a lot of people out there that need what we know, and I feel responsible for it. And it's just we're that beacon, and I'm really just ready for more, and ready to help onboard the masses. So let's go Stacks.
Stacks is, we're trailblazing right now. We have the biggest growing, the fastest growing developer ecosystem on Bitcoin. A lot of different accolades for Stacks, and and it keeps the Bitcoin ethos as well, by bringing and also brings programmability to Bitcoin. So, hyper bullish on it all. Packing my bags, getting ready, and keeping the vibes high while we're just chopping sideways. So, sooner or later, it will be much different when everything else starts to run. So, happy Friday, guys! Y'all have a blessed
Happy
weekend,
Friday.
and I shall see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Have a great night.
Dabo.
And this was another based episode of DeOrganized Nightly, where we get your favorite Giga Brain Astronaut Scholars into the same room, have a dope high frequency conversation about Bitcoin news, alt news, world news, alpha fresh and hot off the presses, you name it, we've got it with DeOrganized. Be sure to tune in to the Let's Go Morning Show at 8:30 a.m. ET, Monday through Friday, along with DeOrganized Nightly at Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. ET. 7 p.m. ish. It's like, we get started probably like 7:10, 7:15, like in between there somewhere. But never fear. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, GP is here. You guys have a blessed rest of your week, and go touch some grass, get some ass, like our beloved Peace Love Music would say. And keep love around you. Go hug your mom, your dad, your loved ones. Keep them close. And always resonate at the highest frequency. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.